Let's see. Trying to get this thing worked out here. Playing with the live app here, trying to get this to work. Hopefully I will get going here in just a second. I want to see if anybody's going to join this. Looks like I got one person on there. I can't tell if you're chatting with me. Looks like 6 people on there. Hey, there's a few of them. Hey there, how are you? So is that Carson? I'm on my phone here, so it's a little bit hard for me to read the comments. Forgive me if I miss them, but I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update, let you know what's going on the channel. I'm using a new setup here with a new mic hooked up to my phone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Somebody let me know, is the audio coming through okay? Hey there in Indiana. Somebody let me know, is the audio all right? I'm hoping it is. Okay, good deal, good deal. Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure you guys could hear me here. Been incredibly busy here. I thought I'd give you guys an update on what's going on. So, you know, the last time I talked to you guys, I was getting married. Well, got married. Wedding went great. We went on our honeymoon for a week. Went to Branson, Missouri. You know, being in Southwest Missouri, it's a close, easy place for us to go. Got a bed and breakfast there and just kind of hung out there for a week. And then I had a bunch of work trips I had to do. So, got my honeymoon done. Then that Sunday when we got back, I had to leave out. I was in Johnson City, Tennessee for the better part of that next week, visiting a client. And then I was back for 3 days and then had to go to the Dominican Republic. And I was there for, all last week. I didn't get home till Saturday night about 10 o'clock. So I haven't had a chance to do any videos, to get anything polished and up there. So I figured let's just do a live broadcast, give you guys an update on what's going on here. So I'm going to get back into doing videos here pretty quick. So, Mountain Home, Arkansas, huh? No kidding. Well, we were close to each other then. So, let's just walk around the property here. I'll just give you guys an update on what's going on here. Hopefully the new setup live's a little bit new for me, so hopefully it works out well, and you guys enjoy this. Show you the quail. If you watched, you know, any of my videos a while back, you saw that I had some new grow outs or some new eggs I incubated and hatched. Did a video on where you can get those kinds of eggs. Had some really cool birds in there. Well, they're growing up pretty nice. I haven't got any eggs out of them, but I should start getting eggs out of them pretty quick. Let's see if we can show this on camera here. Get this opened up. Got, these are my silvers and my tuxedos. There we go. See if that shows up. There we go. That should show up on camera. So you can see I got some pretty cool birds here. Uh-oh, one of them's getting beat up. Looks like he's about to lose an eye. How are you doing? There's a nice, pretty tuxedo bird. Look at that. Nice little, pretty bird. And a couple of nice little silvers back in there. So anyway, they're growing out pretty nice. If you're looking for birds like this, don't forget to check out my, I'll get in grease. How many I have? I don't know exactly how many I have right now. I got to count them all up. I think I got, let me check on this side here. Excuse me if the camera gets off for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11 or 12 in this cage, and probably about 20 in the other cage here. We'll go take a look at the other cage. These are my silvers and my tuxedos in here. And again, if you're looking for some of those kinds of birds, then check out my video on where to get quail eggs. Kansas City Quail Farm, and I think he's still doing the discount on eggs for at least a little while longer. I talked to him, let's see, earlier today, see how things were going with him, and he said he still had the discount going. So if you're looking to get eggs, now's the time to do that before that discount expires. All right, let's take a look at the other one. These are my jumbo pharaohs, and they're growing out pretty nice. Let me get the cage open. There we go. Nice looking big healthy birds. I haven't, like I said, they're just starting to crow. There's a good looking rooster right there. Just starting to crow. Let's see what we got here. Love Branson. Oh, I love Branson too. It's one of my favorite spots. Love the Ozarks here. So, and let's see, got, I don't know, like I said, somewhere around 20 birds in here. They're getting pretty close to laying eggs. Once they start laying eggs, then I'm going to be thinning out some of the extra roosters. They'll be growing out about as big as they're going to get. Now, these are supposed to be the biggest egg layers of any of the quail. So I'm curious when I start seeing eggs from these guys how big they're going to be. But you can see there's a bunch of them in the sandboxes in there. So anyway, that's the quail. That's what's going on with them. That's all I got on the quail right now. I butchered all the existing birds before I left because didn't want to leave my new wife with the responsibility of having to take care of them, deal with all the eggs and all those kinds of things. So she did take care of all the babies for me while I was gone, but that's a little bit easier than collecting eggs every day and doing all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so that's the quail. Go take a look at the rabbits real quick. Well, how many roosters to hens do I use? Usually I do about a 1-to-4 ratio, so 1 rooster to 4 hens. I find that gives me good fertility, keeps the fighting down. If you have too many roosters, they tend to kind of pick on each other. And they'll also kind of beat up your hens quite a bit as well. So 1-to-4 is a good ratio, 1-to-3 is a decent ratio. You can even go as 1-to-5. And thank you for the congratulations on my marriage there. Things are going great. Of course, I've been gone for the better part of 2 weeks, so we'll see how well she lives with me now that I'm back in town. But things are going great there so far. Here's the rabbits. Just still got the 2 of them. Got my trusty California buck and my girl back there in the corner. I don't know if you can even see her. She's a black rabbit. Doesn't show up very well on camera, hiding back in the shadows. She's a little shy, but he likes some attention here. So every time I come by, I gotta give him a little scratch on the forehead here. He gets upset if I don't. So give him a little pet. There you go, buddy. All right, so let's see. While I was gone, like I said, better part of the last 2.5 weeks, garden really kind of took off. Let's go take a look at the garden and see what's going on there. Going to start breeding in the wintertime there and getting rabbits in July. Well, hey, good luck on that, and got plenty of rabbit videos for you to watch. If you have specific questions, let me know. I'll do my best to get those addressed for you guys, but let's see, here is the garden. I'll just kind of give you a quick walk through here. Tomatoes, of course, right down the middle here. These are all Mortgage Lifter Reds, I believe. I can't remember now. I'll have to wait till they start growing out. Got a couple of jalapeno plants right here. Doing pretty good. They just blew up and really starting to produce, starting to get some peppers on them. I got green tomatoes on the vines. Couple of, I'm growing jalapenos in between my tomato plants too, right there. And whoop, there we go, right over there. Oh, wait, way over there, sorry, way over there. That one over there is kind of puny, not doing too great. Probably not gonna survive, but who knows. But these right here in the front, let me get the camera angled a little bit. Sorry, I know weird camera angles, I'm not used to this live stuff. And these jalapenos right here are doing pretty good. And then, let's see, this is, make sure I'm in camera. These are Amish paste tomatoes, these 2 tomatoes right here. And then a new one I've never grown before, an heirloom tomato, is Cherokee. All right, sorry about that, guys. Lost you for a minute there, got a phone call. I knew that was gonna happen. It always happens when I try to film video, but hopefully you're still back on here with me. Okay, this is okra right here. This is a Louisiana short pod okra. It's an heirloom variety that I grow every year. Down there on the end right there is my zucchini. That stuff's doing great. I've already had a couple. Oh, I got one I need to pick off there. I better grab that while I'm thinking of it. If you don't pick your zucchini when it gets about this size, you come back out the next day and it's like way too big. There we go. So nice little zucchini. Got a few more that are going to be ready in the next day or two. And this is a summer squash, yellow crookneck summer squash. Got a little bit of a problem with some blossom end rot on these right here. Show you what I'm dealing with. You can see they're kind of, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. You might be able to see that. Kind of a puny, you know, they're starting to rot at the very ends of the fruit there. That's a calcium deficiency. And not necessarily a deficiency of calcium in the soil, but it's not available for them to take up for some reason. So a couple of things that you can do this is add a little bit of lime to your soil. And there's a couple other things you can do, you know, crushed eggshells and things like that, but that takes a little while for that to take effect. So a little bit of lime right down at the base of the plant there should help with that. I'll be adding that in the next day or two and see if that does a good job of helping. Let's see what else I got in here. I've got, this is cucumber. So, let's see, I'm just going to put the zucchini in my pocket. There's a joke in there somewhere, but probably inappropriate, so we won't say it. There's, these are cucumbers here, an heirloom variety of cucumber that I'm growing. I can't remember now what kind they are, but they make great pickles. Fantastic. Let's see, I've got some corn going down through right here. And I got one little lettuce plant. I grew lettuce in here before I grew the corn. One little lettuce plant that survived and just poked back up through and is taken off, so I'm just letting it grow. Right here's my radish, and it's all done. It's already bolted, but right now I'm just leaving it in the ground because why pull it out until I got something ready to put in there? At this point, it's June. I've been just so busy, I haven't had a chance to work in the garden much, but I'll pull it out, and probably about the only thing I can plant right now would be green beans. So I can put some green beans in there. They'll go to harvest, and they'll be out of the ground by the end of, probably by about the early August, mid to August, and then I can pull them out and I can do some fall crops in there. So that's what I plan on doing. Same thing over there is cauliflower. You can see under the shade tunnels right there. It's all done. I've already harvested most of it. Some of it I didn't get to, and it's already bolted. You might be able to see that over on the side there. So I had shade cloth over it because in the heat that cauliflower just does not do good, but the shade cloth really helps it, and it did pretty well. Again, that's going to all come out, and probably green beans in there too, but until I'm ready to plant those, no sense in pulling that out of the ground, because if I don't have that ground covered or something in place, Mother Nature's going to put something there and it's probably going to be a weed. Let's see. Oh, and you've probably seen this before, but way over there, let me see, there we go. Way over there is garlic. And that was planted way back in August. So it'll be ready to harvest probably in August. It takes about a year usually for that stuff to get ready to go. And then I've got this section right here. Put a couple of watermelon in here. I don't really like watermelon, but my wife does like watermelon. Oh, and thank you, Joanne. Thank you for welcoming me back. I'm glad to be back. Anyway, watermelon here. I've got one that's doing pretty good, one that's not doing so good over there. Again, I don't really like watermelon. My wife likes watermelon, so we got some free at a garden club meeting we were at, so I just went ahead and stuck them in the ground. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you the cantaloupe. Cantaloupe right here. I always trellis my cantaloupe up a tomato cage. It works pretty well, and that's cantaloupe. And of course I got onions right in the ground right here. Oh, and let me show you something else too. This is pretty cool actually. My pepper plants that are on the deck right now in my self-watering containers. Very cool stuff there. Hang on a second here, let me get up there. All right, so let's get back here where you can see me. And there we go, I think you can see the containers. These little containers right here I bought at, I think it was Lowe's. They were on sale for like $20 a container. Pretty nice little container, came with everything but the dirt in it, and it's a self-watering container. You can see kind of, maybe you can see it right here, the fill pipe that you fill it up. It's got drains on the side, works just like any other self-watering container. What I've got in here, let's see, this one right here has 2 poblano peppers in the back. Those are the real tall ones. 2 habaneros right up front. And when I left a little over a week ago, and these things were only about, I don't know, 3-4 inches tall, 5 inches tall. I come back and they've just blown up. Hello there, Fox Hunter. And let's see here. These are sweet banana peppers. Whoops, right there. These tall ones are sweet banana peppers. And then back here in the back of this, I've got, I don't know if you can see that. Oh boy, this is hard to angle the camera. I've got Thai chili peppers growing right there. And then in this container, these are my homemade self-watering containers. You may remember those from a video I did in the past. I've got strawberries going in this one right here. They're doing fantastic. I'm starting to get some Japanese beetle damage, so you probably can't see the beetle. There's a beetle right there, but you might be able to see the leaves are all kind of skeletonized there. So I'm going to put out some Japanese beetle traps. And then in this one, I've got carrots growing right there. So that's most of my garden. Let's go take a look one more place that I'm growing stuff. My herb garden up front. So we'll go up there and take a look at that. What does that say? Yeah, I'm working on getting a new quail update up. Somebody commented that I'm sorry I missed your name, wanted to see a quail update. I just kind of showed them off just a few minutes ago, so when this video posts, you can go back and kind of look and see what they're, what they look like, what they're doing. But I'm going to be doing some more informational videos, the same videos that you guys are used to seeing. I'll get those started up probably next week. So next Monday you should look for a quail video, next Tuesday a rabbit video, so on and so on. I'll try to keep those going. All right, this is my herb garden. I'm doing some watering right now. I just put some cilantro in back there. It may not even show up. Cilantro doesn't transplant real well, but I tried it anyway. I did go by and show the rabbits. I've only got the 2 right now. This is, I can't read your name. I'm sorry, I can't see that far. But yes, I did show the rabbits. only the 2 rabbits right now, but again, you can go back and kind of watch that, and I'll get them again in another video probably Tuesday. Heck, we might go back there and look at them again when we're all done with this. But showing off the herb gardener here right now. Herb garden's doing great. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, so I got to look at the screen. There's oregano right there, that great big bushy thing, that's oregano. And that's 2 years old. It's going on 2 years old anyway. It never died off during the winter. And then right next to that, you might be able to see, that's thyme. And that too is 2 years old. This oregano, if you're not careful, that'll take over your garden. Right in front of that, I've got parsley growing. Maybe back, there we go. Right in front of that, I got parsley growing. Let's see, back there's all my dill that's growing. Pretty good bunch of that. And then over here, I've got some basil growing right there. And cilantro way back in the corner there. Something else that's kind of cool, let me get down here where you can see maybe. This right here, oh, there he is right there. Yeah, I can see it. That is wood sorrel, and that just came up naturally, just came up on its own. But really nice. It grows around here anyway. It grows in just almost everybody's yard. Looks a lot like clover. Let me, whoa, almost fell over. Let me pick a piece of that off there, show you. If I can get it in my fingers. There we go. So you can see it looks, there we go, looks a lot like clover. It's got kind of a heart-shaped leaf though, not exactly the same as clover. Really good. It's got kind of a bright, almost citrusy kind of flavor, and it just grows wild around here. It came up in my herb garden, so I just left it there. Really like it quite a bit. I'm done watering, so let me turn this off real quick. It's hard to do one-handed. All right, so, what's that? You have that as well in Oregon. Nice. Hey, good to see you guys again too. Is that Brian, I think? Sorry, like I said, can't hardly read it. Oh, and the new truck, I already showed you guys that. Tell you the story about that the week before I got married. Had an 03 Dodge Durango. You probably saw it in some of my other videos. Bought that when it was brand new. Bought it in 04. Had 16 miles on it when I drove it off the lot. So I drove it for 14 years. I got 230,000 miles out of it. And then the week before I get married, the Monday before I get married, I was on my way up to Springfield, Missouri, an hour-and-a-half drive from here roughly, and just blew an engine bearing in that thing. So, you know, it worked out to be an okay deal because I think I've told this story already, but in case you haven't heard it, God takes care of me. He watches out for me. If it had happened several months ago, boy, I'd have been in trouble because I couldn't afford a car payment. But it happened right before I got married. My wife, who was my fiance at the time, no longer has to pay a rent payment, so that money could go to paying a truck payment. So, all right, and we knew it was coming. Like I said, 2003 Dodge Durango, 230,000 miles. That's, we knew something was coming. We were going to have to replace the Durango pretty soon. Planned on waiting a little while, but hey, what do? You just roll with the punches. But honestly, if we would have waited, we probably would have found somewhere else to spend that money, and it would have been hurting to make a car payment then as well. So, all right, somebody asked to see the rabbits again. Here they are. Little girl's up at the front of the cage. I don't know if she's going to hang out there very much. My silver fox here, it's a little hot out, so I'm not going to mess with her much. And she's a little bit shy. She doesn't really like to be handled too much. You can see she's getting a little nervous going back to the back of the cage, hiding in the corner. So I'm not going to pester her too much. Now this guy, he loves attention though. This is my California buck. Hey buddy, come here. Hey. Well, he's too interested in her right now, but there you, come here. Come on. Come on. There you are. Yeah, he likes the attention quite a bit. There he is. If I can get my hand out of the way. You can see him. He's a good rabbit. If I come by here a lot of the times, he starts thumping his foot at me if I don't reach in the cage and scratch his forehead just a little bit. I've already given him some attention. Again, he's probably pretty hot right now, so don't want to get him too worked up. It's about 85 degrees out today. All right, so we got 20